Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that Andrew Tate wants to run for the position of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And I was thinking about it, and, he may have a chance. I mean, he is a Muslim, so if anyone can beat Labour, it's probably someone that can guarantee the Muslim vote in the UK. I was told by some individuals that can he run if he is a criminal. This is how people ask me in DM. Like, he's a criminal. Can he run? He's accused of sex trafficking. And it's like, I understand that we live in progressive times and we're looking forward for the multilateral developed socialist utopia, but unfortunately, people still believe it innocent until proven guilty. So he does have a lot in common with the scandal in the UK, where some people are suspected, but they're not convicted. So it's still innocent until proven guilty. In other words, theoretically, he can run. Practically, he is going to be at major disadvantages because he is still in Romania. Now, I understand that he put some interesting videos on Twitter showing that the case has been dismissed. This is how he calls it. But unfortunately, he is still told that he can't travel outside of Romania. So what could be happening? How is Andrew Tate not understanding the legal situation? Maybe, the British embassy isn't helping him out with a translator. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe his lawyer isn't paid well enough. You see, there is a difference between case being dismissed and I think in Romania we call it repus pe rol. Basically, if the prosecutors are incompetent and they make certain mistakes, technical errors, some of the evidence isn't filed properly, they didn't cross all their dots and T's, when they put the case file in front of the judge can go like, what is with this shit? Do it again. And so the person that's the suspect can still be investigated. They just have like to take the case files again and remake it. Now it's up to you to judge whether that's fair or not. But in case you're wondering why he is under a travel ban, because, well, the prosecutors now have to remake the case file. I do think that it is unacceptable. In such a high-profile case, they should have made sure that the file is accepted from the first time around. But this is the answer of why he is under a travel ban. The Romanian government has not kidnapped him. It's just that the gears of justice move slowly. And they shouldn't move so slowly. I do agree with this. But anyway, right, let's talk about him running for the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I saw a couple of videos where he's spitting fire and brimstone, and he's saying what will happen with the migrants and how Britain is going to be a Christian nation. And, if you actually go on Twitter, you probably see those videos. I mean, look, if Tommy Robinson, like the Tommy, he ran. And he ran for the European Union, which, in my opinion, is actually easier to obtain than the position of a prime minister. Then he didn't get in, right? Like, and despite that, he didn't get in. I have my reservations of whether Mr. Tate would be a serious candidate for the elections. Now, if he ran in Romania, I think he would win, because as you can see, like, Romania now is exporting the clown pill candidates around the world. Like, we had our Georgescu, and now we're exporting clown pill candidates for other countries. You need to understand the Eastern European mindset. People went through communism, and in communism, they realized that you can't really fight the state because the government is too strong. But what you can do, and what you should do, is to troll the state. And as such, you're thinking, like, which is the candidate that can destabilize the government the most? Which is a candidate that's unhinged? Which is a candidate that's a madman? Which is a candidate that's a clown? It doesn't really matter. Like something that shouldn't be there, that's the guy you want. Because then what you get is called legal stability. You see, when you destabilize the government and they're fighting with each other and they're spurging out at each other, They don't make new laws. So if they don't make new laws, what it means is that the economy is consistent. People know the taxes, what they have to pay. People know the legal laws. They don't need to figure out, oh, what is this new tax code? What is this new shit? What there is no level of uncertainty. And so businesses can start flowing in. Like seriously, like the economy becomes incredibly interesting when you have legal stability. Literally, when the politicians just stop doing anything. Unless there's a crisis, like unless there's war with Russia or some shit, having legal stability is desirable. So I do think that in Romania, a lot of people that are like, fuck the system mentality, they would definitely vote for Andrew Tate. Because it's funny. It's fucking funny, right? Like, why not? A lot of politicians, they dress in suits, they say the nice things, they're very polite, but when they sign legislation, they're fuck our lifestyle. It's like more taxes, more inflation, restricting some rights, being concerned of what people talk about on social media. Like, shouldn't they have more important concerns, like dealing with someone like Andrew Tate as president? Like, that's how a lot of people are thinking. And all of a sudden, you realize that there's less people fucking up with your lifestyle. And this mentality, like, instead of going to the voting block and trying to either draw a penis on your ballot so that it gets nullified, or putting 2 or 3 stamps, instead of doing that, people have learned to troll. And it's very effective, right? So, like, I do think that in Romania, if Georgescu wouldn't have ran and it was Tate, yeah, I think he would have had a quite significant chance. But he's not running for Romania, he's running for the UK. So he would have to get, I think, like 600 candidates. And then you need to take into account that the UK, while it is a democracy, it's not the popular vote that wins. Like, they have a different way of... I don't even know their version of, well, I can't really call it an electoral college, but it's like their version of how the votes are spread. Like, for instance, last time Nigel Farage's party won quite a significant majority of votes. I think like it actually managed to win more than the Lib Dems. But through the way that the system works, the Lib Dems actually got far more seats than Nigel Farage. And so in a country like that, even if you do get the popular vote, it's still not enough. But still, the situation is funny. I don't think the British government takes him seriously, because if they did, they would censor him, they would panic, but so far we haven't seen any articles, although I kind of suspect the type of articles that there would be in The Guardian and in the BBC and in other places. The British media is really, really poor at justifying why you should vote for a candidate, right? So, like, they don't really make the argument on why you should vote for Keir Starmer. They don't talk about economic prosperity or how people's life is going to flourish if Keir Starmer gets elected. Probably because they know that's not true. But what they are effective as is shit-talking someone. Like, if there's any dirt, they will go back in time. They will find anything. Like, they have an entire apparatus in digging to a person in order to find out whatever they farted on the internet 12 years ago, and then they will present it to the public. Like, here's Johnny, this is why you need to hate him. Look what opinions he had 15 years ago about women. It's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, you need to hate him, don't vote for him, get him cancelled from social media. I wouldn't be surprised if the British government actually does have connections to some social media and does ask for certain people to be banned. I think they actually did that with Tommy Robinson. Like, there was a person in the British Parliament that actually demanded Twitter, at the time it was ran by Jack Dorsey, to censor Tommy, right? And so this is happening with people that may not have dirt on. Like, I remember there was a guy, I think in UKIP, I read this in The Guardian, and they found out that he was in a rock band and he was masquerading as vampire Luftwaffe, right? So like Nazi vampires. And they were horrified by this. Like, they were, oh my god, it's so outrageous. Look what he is doing. How is this permissible? How is this allowed? Blah, 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 blah. And like, such trivial shit, right? That happens to a nobody. Imagine what they would write about Andrew Tate. If he actually, like, if they genuinely thought that he would have a chance in hell in winning. And so if I don't see those articles, the British government themselves don't think that this is a serious thing. But we'll see. You know, he does intend to run. I mean, I hope he would win. It would be hilarious. Again, I'm all for the clown pill. I'm all for the clown pill. I think, like, we are going through extreme problems. Many of us have noticed that our lifestyle, our living conditions have diminished significantly compared to what they used to be before 2020. And as such, extreme problems require extreme solutions. You know, like, what else can they do? Because I keep being warned it's like fascism is on the rise. It's like, okay, what are fascists going to do? Are they going to require us to have QR code in order to sit at the McDonald's? Are they going to be able to shut our businesses? Are they going to spew hatred in society between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated? Are they going to start cracking down on free speech on social media? Are they going to send the police to get people who are sunbathing? What exactly are the fascists going to do? Because, you know, I keep hearing they're bad, and I read in the history books that they're bad. But I have more trauma from the COVID time period than I have from anything, you know, because I lived those times. I actually lived those times. But now I'm living other times where it's about net zero. It's about people talking why I should pay more for my gas. People talking about why I should pay more for my electricity. And there doesn't seem to be a debate about this, right? Like, this is why Romanians vote for the clown pill candidate. Because there are no debates. It's like, no, this is the way forward. This is the way we think. And anyone that thinks differently is going to be banned. And it's like, okay, well, if I can't vote differently, I'm going to vote for the clown car. I think this actually happened in Russia as well. Like, it's an Eastern European thing. Many people don't understand. I don't know the exact technical details. Like, a Russian told me about this on Discord. But Putin just managed to take out one of his rivals. And so the idea was like, well, if he doesn't run into the next election, then people will have no one to vote in opposition. But they voted the clown pill. They voted the Communist Party. And all of a sudden, you had, like, communists in the Duma. If anyone knows more about that, let me know. But like, yeah, like, this is what Eastern Europeans do. It's like, if you do not allow people to have a debate on the important issues that affect them, and you're just going to constantly do what you think should be done, you do the right thing, then they're going to vote for the clown pill candidate. Like, literally the worst person imaginable. They're going to find out who that is. And they're going to vote. Why? Because they have a right to. And so, I noticed that in Europe, politicians are a lot more, like in Eastern Europe, politicians are a lot more worried about using the same level of censorship like they're using in the West. They're a lot more concerned in fucking with the people the same way that they're fucking in the West. Because they know the consequences. Like, they know, okay, we can censor the political opposition, but then they will vote for the mental asylum. And the mental asylum goes... I mean, the last Romanian elections were between two asylums. That's what you get, right? And politicians are like, okay, well, if people are this dangerous and this unhinged, maybe we shouldn't fuck with them. Maybe we should treat them with a little bit more respect. It's a strategy that works. It was developed under communism. I don't know if it's the best strategy, but again, it's one that works. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.